I'm Sarah, and this is Budgetsew, where we create stylish, fashionable looks as inexpensively as possible. Today is December 2nd, and the second day of Vlogmas. Vlogmas is a holiday event where YouTube creators such as myself post a video every day in December leading up to Christmas. Today, we're going to make fabric gift tags. Just a quick note before we get started. Today, I'm wearing a summer dress that I refashioned for fall. The link to the video with that DIY is right here at the top of the screen. In yesterday's video, I made drawstring fabric gift bags, and these tags are the perfect match to the bags. This is a no-sew project that is quick and easy. I found this idea on the All Free Sewing website, but I made it my own. I'll post the link to the Fabric Christmas Gift Tag Ornaments page on All Free Sewing in the description box of this video.
My first step was to cut a template to the size I wanted. My tag is 5 inches from the top of the tag, or the point, to the bottom. It is 3 inches wide and the sides are 3.5 inches, and from there it goes into the point. I made my template out of a recipe card, but you can use anything you like. For this project, I cut out 2 pieces of the gold fabric for each tag. Since I made 2 tags, I cut out 4 of the template of fabric. I used my pinking shears to give the tags a pretty decorative edge and to prevent fraying. I used the same fabric for these gift tags as I did the drawstring bags in yesterday's video, fabric gift bags. I chose this gold and brown fabric because it reminded me of the fabric that my Nana used for her gift bags. I didn't buy any new fabric for this project. I used some remnants instead. This fabric was used to make 2 pillow shams and a bed coverlet. The link to the video where I show you how to make your own pillow shams is at the top of the screen. I also use this fabric for the backs of my crown and corgi pillows in my living room. I'll post a link to those 2 videos in the description box below. After those 4 projects, I still had some fabric left over, and this fabric was perfect for this project. The mate to this fabric is a lighter gold with this same pattern, and I made curtains and pillow covers out of it. I bought both fabrics from the clearance section at Fabricland for a super low price. My next step was to cut out the template again, this time out of white fabric. This fabric will be sandwiched in between the 2 gold layers. I cut out 2 templates of the white fabric because I made 2 tags, but only 1 is required per tag. I bought the white lining fabric from Value Village thrift store in Stratford, Ontario. I'm not sure of the fiber content, but I think it's polyester. It's definitely a man-made fiber and very lightweight. I used this fabric to make the jacket from Vintage McCall's 5136. This lined box jacket has set in 3/4 length sleeves. I also made the matching dart-fitted skirt with a low back pleat and left side zipper. The link to my McCall's jacket is at the top of the screen. After placing the white fabric in between the 2 layers of gold, I didn't like being able to see the edges of the white fabric. I decided to cut the white a little bit smaller so that the edges didn't show. I used my pinking shears and cut off a little off each of the sides. Then I placed the white fabric in between the gold fabric with the right sides out.
Before we continue with the fabric gift tags, please like and share this video with your friends and family. I would love to help others sew and refashion on a budget and troubleshoot their favorite patterns. I also love sharing the treasures that I find at thrift shops. If you'd like to see more from Budgetsew, please subscribe and make sure that the bell is on so you receive a notification when I release a new video. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Budgetsew. Now, back to the DIY.
Then I pinned the 3 layers of fabric together so that they didn't move. The white lining fabric was quite slippery, so I'm glad that the pinning worked. Then I marked where I wanted the grommet or eyelet. I used a Sharpie to mark mine, but I would recommend something that will only mark the fabric and not the grommet. I was lucky that the black Sharpie didn't touch the grommet. Then I cut a hole for the grommet. The instructions say to make an appropriate sized hole. This is very important. Not too big and not too small. It should be big enough to slip the longer piece of the eyelet through, but not too big that the eyelet can't reach or grip the fabric. Take your time with this step. I placed the longer eyelet through the bottom of the tag, up through the hole, and placed the shorter eyelet over the longer eyelet, and then applied the special tool that came with the grommet kit using the hammer. I started hammering on my table as recommended by the grommet kit, but I was worried about marking my table, so I grabbed my copy of the Nova Scotia Doers and Dreamers Travel Guide to absorb some of the impact of the hammer. This worked so much better. I readjusted the size of the hole on the second tag because it wasn't quite big enough. I bought these tailor form grommets quite a while ago from Len's Mill store in London, Ontario. I bought 2 sets of these white grommets for $1.50 each. Each kit includes 14 of 1/4 of an inch or 6.35 millimeter grommets and the tool. I can't remember what I bought them for, so that means that it's about time that I used them. Next, I grabbed my white and gold seam binding. The first piece I used was a remnant, but it was the perfect length. Then I threaded the lace seam binding through the grommet and then tied a knot in the ends. I bought this lace seam binding on sale from Fabricland more than 10 years ago. Even though it's seam binding, it was so pretty that I edged a white blouse with it. I remember it was a vintage 1960s McCall's dress pattern that I shortened into a blouse, and I used thrifted fabric from the Salvation Army charity store. It was beautiful. Then I angle cut the ends of the seam binding for a cleaner look. My final step was to use fray block on all the raw edges because my fabric raveled quite easily. I didn't want any long threads of fabric hanging off my tags. Remember to use a washable fabric marker to write the name of who the gift is going to on the white fabric on the inside of the tag. This way, these tags can be used year after year. Here are the finished tags.
enjoyed making these fabric gift tags with me. Please like and share this video with your friends and family. I love sharing my new, vintage, and out-of-print sewing patterns, and my tips, tricks, quick fixes, and even my mistakes when sewing along with you. I also love sharing my wonderful fabric finds that I thrifted from charity shops, as well as brand new fabric online and in store. If you'd like to see more from Budgetsew, please subscribe and press the bell so you receive a notification when I release a new video. If you'd like to stay up to date with Budgetsew, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Budgetsew. Thanks for watching. See you next time.